Okay, I was partially listening to what she said. You can sponsor us to come out to your business. So we'll actually pack all this up in a little box, and then we'll go to your office, and then we'll put the box down, press a button, pop open.
Yes!
And then there we are. We'll just pop out of the box. And we're like a Jack in the Box.
Like the whole thing. Didn't that used to happen on, what was the cartoon? With the Roadrunner cartoons, those, whatever that.
Anyway. Cody, Acme.
We're going to be Bugs Bunny. That whole cartoon. There we go. Together we'll figure it out.
Sounds like.
Oh my gosh. If you're listening to this, I'm spitting everywhere today. First, I need to dial that back. Hello, bienvenue, ciao, buonasera. Welcome to Royally Unhinged, the podcast for everyone, everywhere. It's all things marketing, networking, and a wee bit of wizardry. It is everything you need to know, and perhaps some things you didn't know that you needed to know, but you will know by the time we're done. I am one of your podcast hosts, Princess Paula, along with my other co-host, Tara B. And together, the two of us, just the two of us, we can podcast and find trash. Okay, together, the two of us are Royally Unhinged. And howdy there, folks. Some of you are finding us for the very first time. Welcome. Welcome to the studio. Welcome to the podcast. We're so glad you joined us in season duh. That's 2. Dose. We're really glad that you found us. You were going across the dial. You were flipping channels. However you found us, we're glad that you're here, and we hope that you stay a while.
Paula just got new glasses. So
Well, they're old glasses. Okay, they're new glasses. So they're the exact same frames I had before, but with my new prescription. Because your girl's getting old. I can't see or hear or really... Anyway,
remember,
I'm a robot. So, I am AI. I am...
You should integrate that into one of your AI things.
My gosh. I am a robot. Yeah, so new glasses. But I have even more glasses at home that just arrived. Because these ones are like expensive ones that I bought that are really good ones. And then I go online to websites where they're...
Oh, that's what I do. I'll normally go in, get my prescription, and then I'll just go on to like...
Okay, can we divert? Can we go unhinged for a moment? Can we just go off the rails?
Is there any
Because did you know all of the eyeglass companies are owned by one company?
I would imagine.
It is a huge monopoly. They just use different names so that you don't realize it, which is why they can jack up the prices for glasses to the bazillions, which is why if we get a prescription, we can go online and find them cheaper because they can really make them cheap.
I think there's more options online though too.
Oh, way more.
Versus like just the shop that you and like. I mean, that's the benefit. You get to try them on when you're in the shop.
Truth.
But I like more quirky sort of things. So like a little.
That's what I have coming at home. I have those pairs, and they're like blingy and fun shapes.
I said blinky. I was like, do they have lights on them? But
actually, it'd be really fun. That'd be pretty cool. So stay tuned. Next episode, I might have a little something fun going on, but I would. They're a little. I had clear ones. Normally, they would wear clear ones, and I just didn't like them. I thought they made me look vintage.
They're so
old. Old.
You're literally wearing a varsity old sweatshirt.
I'm on brand for today. On brand. Hey, if it's your first time checking us out, we release an episode every Wednesday at noon. So if you like and subscribe, or I don't know, whatever, send us a self-addressed stamped envelope. We'll mail you an episode.
Envelope.
An episode.
A picture of their thumbs up.
No, a self-addressed stamped envelope. That's where you send us.
I know, but you said go and like and subscribe or send the envelope. So I'm like, are they going
to... If you want to get our episode, send us a self-addressed stamped envelope so we can send you an episode every week at noon.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that that's how they were going to like it. To take a picture of their thumbs up and then put that in the envelope and then mail that to us.
And if you found us by accident, you're not going to want to go anywhere because this is the business. This is where it's happening, folks. So, and lastly, sponsorships. If you would like to sponsor an episode, we would love that. And either we can just spend a whole lot of time talking about your awesome business and why people should come and give you all of their monies. Or, Tara, what's option 2?
Option duh. Well, I think there's option 3.
Keep going.
But option 2 is that you can sponsor us to... Wait, did you just say come out to your business?
No, that one's for you.
Okay, that was for me to say. Okay, I was partially listening to what she said. You can sponsor us to come out to your business. So we'll actually pack all this up in a little box, and then we'll go to your office, and then we'll put the box down, press a button, pop open.
Yes!
And then there we are. We'll just pop out of the box. And we're like a Jack in the Box.
Like the whole thing. Didn't that used to happen on, what was the cartoon? With the Roadrunner cartoons, those, whatever that company was.
Coyote, Acme. We're going to be
People,
Acme.
Bugs Bunny. That whole
cartoon.
There we go. Together we'll figure it out.
Sounds like.
Oh my gosh. If you're listening to this, I'm spitting everywhere today. At first, I need to dial that back. If you're listening to this in your car right now and not watching it, someday I'll have to just listen to one of our podcasts because I always watch them. And I'm going to have to just listen and see what the experience is just listening.
I don't know. I like watching. Well,
Sandays.
I just outed myself that I watch myself on.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Oh, I do. And I laugh and I laugh. And I'm like, wait, that's us. And I laugh. Yeah. Okay. So sponsor Bobby. Oh. And the store. The store. The online store for merch.
Do you want me to talk about
Oh, please do. We just went to a store today and ordered a whole bunch of merch for ourselves. First of all, we are going to be all
decked out and royally
unhinged merchandise because, you know, we want to be representing.
But it's also merch that you can order so you can represent.
Brilliant.
And you can tell everybody about your business and your scope of smartness.
Yeah.
And
Dobby is a free elf.
And a
sun on there.
There's a skunk.
You have to go back and listen to some of the previous.
Okay, I want to put this preface out there. The reason why some of the merch designs are the way that they are, all of the ones on there, is because it's things that we say during episodes or things that just like randomly come up. Where maybe Paula thought that I was talking about Dobby with a skunk and not a sock. So that's why there's a shirt design of a skunk with an elf.
Because elf stuff is licensed, so we can't use.
It's not Dobby. It's an elf. It's a wizard.
Dobby's cousin.
Dobby's cousin.
Weird cousin.
It's Greg.
That looks like Dobby. Nope, Greg.
It's Greg.
And the skunk, Daryl.
So if you seen it, like, if you see this design, they're like, oh, which one's Paula, which one's Tara? No, nobody's the skunk, nobody's the elf. It's Greg and Daryl. Now you know.
Well, I'd probably be the skunk, though. Let's be real.
For real.
So we're going to have an online store. You can go to our website.
You can go to our website, royallyunhinged.com, and you can purchase your own merch.
You can wear it around.
You can represent. I'm sure we'll put hats on there sometime. We'll get
socks. Oh, we have socks.
Can we have our faces on them? I just want
like
socks.
Be a free elf or something. That would be so funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that would be great. But we do have one other sponsorship opportunity that's kind of on a time crunch, but not really by the time that this actually comes out.
Oh!
We are going to be at the Woodbury Expo on March 28th. It's at the M Health Fairview Center in
Woodbury,
Minnesota. That's technically Woodbury. It's like right on the border of, like, I think Woodbury and Cottage Grove. It's so the old Buehlenberg Center, which is now called M Health Fairview Sports Center. So we're going to be there from 10 to 3, but here's the sponsorship opportunity. If you want to sponsor for $150, we will actually have you come out that day.
What? Because we never have anyone on the podcast, Tara.
We never have anyone on the podcast.
So this is massive exclusive opportunity.
Exclusive.
This is a big deal.
It is kind of, and it's only for $150, but we actually will have an episode that lives on our pages. That talks about you and your business. And we have a whole list of questions, so we get to know you. And that's what I love. I just love.
And you're going to be at the Woodbury Expo with us. So there's a lot of people walking by, checking things out, listening to us, watching.
Like over 6,000 people that attended last year.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's significant.
big. So
So I think there's only maybe like 1 or 2 spots left for that.
so if you're gonna do it, you gotta jump on it now. You can send us a text, you can shoot us an email, you can
Send a homing pigeon.
I'm still waiting for an owl to be sent to me, so but yeah, we'll talk all about your business and then you'll have like your own episode. I think that's kind of
Blurred.
and awesome. And you get to network with all the other businesses that are there too. That's part of it too. Trade shows are not just for you to sell to people attending. You get to network with the other people, the other vendors.
Love that.
Nobody really thinks about it. So
good. Well, speaking of business, I'm going to segue on a segue. So I'm going to segue because I recently saw a video, and sometimes when we come across cool ideas, videos, commercials, whatever it may be, we save them in a super secret vault. But we save them so that we can talk about them because we want you, the people owning the business, running the business, in the business, we want to give you nuggets. Not like brand nuggets, but we want to give you nuggets, marketing nuggets that will actually help you make millions. And
do you know how much I don't like that phrase, golden nugget?
no, I do. Random. Okay, I'm going to keep going.
I don't even know why.
A morsel. Okay, so I saw a video on Vans, and it caught my attention, and I saved it. Not like scary Vans, like serial killer Vans that drive up and steal children. No, not those from the 80s. Not like 80s. Vans the shoe. Same spelling, but Vans the shoes. The very famous, well-known shoes.
Had quite a few pairs of those.
Really? You're a fan? You're a Van fan?
I was a band fan.
And I
more.
well, she still likes Vans.
I used to skateboard and stuff.
So did I.
We did not know that about each other.
Like, okay, but I'm somewhat older than you. So I'm like OG
She's not that much older than me.
enough to where I was probably skateboarding long before you. Well, if you can call
Skateboarding like longboarding.
Wait. Yeah, because I was before longboards existed. So I was skateboarding because I'm that old. But technically, if I had my dog on a leash and I was holding the leash standing on the skateboard and my dog was pulling me around, does that count? Sure. Why not?
I'd count that. I mean, I think the only thing I could ever do was a kickflip. I never went like
Yeah, like I learned so
it was a skater check.
Yeah, I had to be okay, so back to Vans. So everybody, if you say Vans, people know Vans. They understand Vans because the brand is so legendary. But what I really liked about the video that I watched was kind of the story and the background about Vans, which piqued my interest for a few reasons. So kind of going back to the OG, like the origin of Vans, of when they first came along, and Van Doren, what was his name? Something Van Doren was the founder of Vans. And when he created these shoes, he created them so that the bottoms were made to be able to walk on boat decks. And they were designed with the waffle pattern bottom so that they would like attach. I hope that sounds okay online. They were made so that they could attach grippy on boat decks. But what's really cool about the story of this is that it's the skateboarders that adopted the brand and the shoe rather than the other way around. Like they didn't design a shoe for skateboarders going, we're going to design this and this is who are.
It's just like they did it and then skateboarders started realizing like, oh, this is really helpful.
Because you have grip. Yes.
On the, what's the
skateboard?
Is it
the
called
deck?
Grip? Or grip on the deck.
If you're a skateboarder right now, you're watching, you're like, it's the blah, blah, blah. The top part of the skateboard.
The black part.
It's
all the sandpaper feel on it.
Yeah. Sorry, skateboarding people. Sorry. But they're the ones who ended up falling in love with them and making it their brand, making it the shoe, like the only shoe that they wanted to use, right? And as a business owner, Van Doren just believed that you treat the people right, you treat your customers right, and they're going to come back and they're going to
flywheel.
Okay, yeah. Like this is what I love about this, because too often nowadays it seems like when people go into business, they're either trying to go viral, they're trying to they're kind of going about it backwards. Rather than creating a really cool product, finding out who is in love with your product, and then how do you serve that community, that target audience, that group of people, because they are going to fuel you as a business.
I do think a lot of people these days want to, or they think that everybody is their clientele. Like they can give this product to everybody, and it's really interesting that, as you were just saying that, like, and I said flywheel because, like, flywheel's not a new concept. It's such an old style, but everyone's always been about the sales funnel, and like, I just need to get that lead, get it in, get it out, done. Move on to the next.
But then you're always having to find a new one. You're always with the funnel is you're constantly going, where's the next customer? Where is the next customer? Where are they coming from? And that's exhausting. Instead of going, like, especially with bands, someone is going to own more than one pair of shoes. So if you keep, like, your flywheel, if you keep your customers and you're listening to them and you're serving them and all of the things, making them happy, they're going to keep buying your shoes. They're going to be repeat customers.
Yeah.
So you're not recreating the wheel.
You're flying on the wheel.
Something. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'll get there someday.
So I just love this story because there was even a point in the 80s where they tried to be all things to all people. And some of you listening might have done this before, and you're in business, and whether it's a product or a service that you're offering, and you're like, well, maybe we need to do more, and maybe we need to be this, and maybe we need to do all the things.
I've literally done that.
Right? And they tried to expand to different kinds of shoes, right? Like wrestling shoes and basketball. I think they even said like skydiving shoes. Who cares when you skydive? So they tried to expand, like,
all on the plane before you jump out,
right? Like, it's the least important equipment you have when you're jumping out of a plane.
Tell me about that one.
So they tried to be all these things, and in doing so, they almost went bankrupt because they were spending all this money creating all these different lines of shoes instead of just sticking to the original, what they were good at, what they were known for. And actually, when Van Doren ended up coming back to the company, whatever they said, like mid-late 80s, and restoring it essentially back to, these are our 5 shoes that we're going to sell, and that's it. We're going to have 5 shoes. We're going to do it really well. We're going to listen to people. So like the skaters would come in and be like, we want these colors. We like this style. Can you change this? Or we even heard, they were saying they even made it so that your front foot, your lead foot, the shoe would often, no, but your kick foot, whatever. One of the shoes would wear out more.
Oh, yeah.
Because of, it must have been the kick foot.
Yeah, because the one that, I think that's going to be different whether you're lefty or right,
yes,
or whatever.
Well, however you're riding,
yeah,
you're going to wear that shoe up more, and they would allow you to buy one shoe to replace the one shoe that wore out.
Crazy.
It's smart, though. It's listening to your customer, your client, and what they need.
Yeah.
And designing something for your community, your client base, your customer base. It's brilliant. It might go against what logic or what some people might think they should be doing, but by keeping their community happy, listening to them, doing what they wanted, the skater community has just turned it into a $1 billion company.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was skateboarding. Not that I really was, but it was Vans. It was like you get Vans, or I think it was Etnies at the time, but it was like early 90s or something like that. But Vans, it's always been like that skateboard shoe. It's always been like, that's what you get. Like, that's what Journey sold. That's what
well, and they said what really blew it up was the movie American Graffiti, when Sean Penn wore Vans throughout the entire movie, and he was a skater, and that's really what kind of blew things up for them. But yeah, like if you were a skater, you wore Vans.
Like, you just knew, like, Vans were the shoes that you wore. And then later, like, then there were other brands that came and they started mimicking what Vans did. But it's the same thing like Converse too. Like, Converse is just like the
basketball.
Yeah. Like, it's just, it's the original sport shoe, and now it's like, it's different and whatever, but it's just, I don't know, having that one. And as you were just saying that, like, I was pointing to myself, so I was like, I was trying to do everything when I started what I'm doing now with Dapper Dog. Like, I was like, I'm going to do everything. I know how to do everything. Like, I can be that person for everybody. So it's a one-stop shop. was that viable as I kept growing and stuff? No, especially because like I think I was in like a sales funnel mindset. And then when the flywheel came out, it's like, okay, just keep like your tight group of clients that you have. If you need more, they're gonna give you more. Like I have one of my clients, they're like, if you ever need any more jobs, like please let me know because I can get you more jobs. And I'm like, but it's again, I have that relationship, like I built that trust and that that everything that like I served my community of clients to specific, like I don't have to do it all. Like, oh, there's so much to unpack with this.
What's interesting about this is, so I had a Zoom last week with a gentleman who's in marketing, and we got onto this. We were talking about this, about how, you can't be all things to all people because you won't be successful. Like you do have to either, oh, sorry, Buzz, I can't remember what it is. There was like 3 things. It's like you have to do either one group of people, like one thing that you do really well, or I forget what the third one is, but it can be really hard to niche down. I know I struggle with this, even though I try to help consult people on this, but realizing like just because you can do a whole bunch of things, you won't become successful until you figure out what are you good at, what are you known for, and do that really well.
Yeah.
Like with Vans, 5 shoes. We're gonna have 5 shoes, and this is what we're gonna be known for, just 5 shoes, and that's it. And they're super successful. And it kind of lines up to my whole be the Ferrari. You're not for everyone, and that's the point. So what are you good at? What are you known for? But it can be hard.
I mean, it's really,
I struggle because sometimes I wonder if there's going to be enough. Like it comes back to that whole, will there be enough with just this small focus?
like you just have a mantra every morning, like there's more than enough, there's more.
I do it all the time. Like I don't just speak about it. I am doing it all the time because like, let's say you're, okay, I'm going to focus on just balloon animal artists. And that's my target. Yeah, if you're out there and you're a balloon animal, like, I'm just going to be like, that's who I serve. If you are a balloon animal artist, you're my people. And you might be like, well, it's a little narrow, but there might be enough of them out there to help me be wildly successful. Maybe. But to kind of, so either you're picking a target group or like your product, we're only going to do a couple of things and that's all we do. And we're going to do it really well. And that's what we're focusing on. And
so I have a question for you. I have an answer. Because as you're just saying that, like, do what you're best at and focus on it. So this is more of a, just popped into my head.
it's a thoughtful.
So it's a thoughtful. So I have a client that I ended up doing some work for that I wasn't like, I'm a very technologically savvy person. Like I can figure this stuff out. I can figure it out.
Right.
And especially with like the website that they currently had or whatever that we were going to update. It's not on a platform that I typically build on for many reasons. But that's not
AOL.
Is that even around anymore? What? Actually, I think my mom still has an AOL account. I think you do.
Ask Jeeves.
That is not. No, Ask is around though, isn't it?
Yes.
It's not Ask Jeeves, it's just Ask. Anyways. Squirrel. So my client has their website platform, but they needed help doing it. Well, I gave them 2 different options. I gave them an option that, okay, we can use what you currently have. You guys know how to use it. You have your CRM built into it. So maybe we just use that. Or here's another option. Like if you're ready to get to that next level, like let's go this route, and do something different on the platform that I know very well how to build stuff on that is SEO friendly and all of that jazz. So what was my question? My question to you was, do you think for our listeners, like it's okay to even not do your niche thing, like do something that might not be direct in your scope? Because like it's getting me to a point now that I will be doing that secondary option on a platform.
Oh, okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's why, like when I was talking to Buzz, when he and I were talking about this, there was 3 things. Dang it, I'm gonna have to look this up. And you could only ever do 2 of them at the same time, because if you try to do all 3, you can't. So either you're picking a group of people or okay, I should
A service?
this up. Yes. Or a geography or like an area.
location.
Yeah, so it has to be, but you can't be trying to do all three at the same time. So what I hear you saying is, could you switch over to a different area of specialization? Like what you're focusing on? Like
Is it, do you think it's like, because, okay, so me going ahead with this client and helping them with a platform that I'm familiar with, but that's not my focus. That's not like, I probably could have referred them to somebody else. If I know.
Because it sounds like the software, like what you're doing, the scope of work, it is something that you've done before, but the tool you're using is different.
Yes.
Because if you're doing websites, so you're still,
It's still different between different platforms of websites.
but you're still doing website. You're just
It
using
is
a
still
different
website. It's
tool.
a different focus on, yes. It's
You know, like that's saying if I was going to help someone with their social media and they only wanted to use LinkedIn and my specialty is on Meta. So now I have to go learn LinkedIn and learn all the ins and outs of LinkedIn. It's still like the topic, the social media is still the topic, but the platform is different. So I'm learning the platform.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm more trying to like ask the question of, even if it is a different tool that you're not familiar with, like I'm kind of getting to a point, like, is having our audience be like, it's okay to try different things to get to another.
Yes.
That's what
Okay.
I'm trying to get.
So, and I had this conversation with a mutual friend of both of ours this week because we were talking about businesses and how businesses morph and change. Oh, and I had another Zoom call with someone this week. It's been a very productive week, and it's only Wednesday. Because she just started a business and she was like, well, I'm doing this right now, but I don't know. And we were talking about how businesses will morph and change. And so, and we've even seen this in our business that when you start out, you're like, this is what I'm going to be. And then it kind of changes and takes turns and it can grow into something else and develop. I mean, it's a little different than the van story because they started with shoes and they still are with shoes. They just really honed in what their shoe specialty is. So for you, you've been gradually figuring out like yes, you could do all of the things, but you started going,
then try to do all the things.
right. But now you're going, okay, I'm going to pick 3 things and I'm going to focus on 3 things. And this is what I'm really going to offer people and kind of specialize in. And within those 3 things, like if one of them's websites, there might be different platforms you look at for website hosting or different ways to do online websites, but still websites is one of the things that you help people with. How you accomplish that, you're going to choose from your tool.
Yeah, I'm just dissecting it, I think, a little bit more than it needs to. It's more broad with what you're saying. Like more.
So do tell.
I don't know. Let's keep going.
Well, thanks for joining us today. That was ultimately confusing. Well, no, but this is good because I think these are the conversations people have to have sometimes when they're running a business because they might. It's the classic. Oh, what's his name? Oh my gosh, we need to pause here because I need a moment to remember.
Oh, I'm pausing here.
Anthony Bourdain. So, rest his soul. God bless his soul. Rest his soul. Anthony Bourdain, love him. Famous chef. Do you know who Anthony Bourdain is? He did all the TV shows. He was a chef and he would travel all over the world. Oh my gosh, really? Okay.
I don't really watch TV that much.
Any hoodly. So, his famous thing that he would often say, and actually there's a couple really famous chefs that say the same thing. If you go to a restaurant and you pull out their menu and they have pages of a menu, run. Any restaurant that has more than like 13 items, 15 items on its menu, you need to run. Because no restaurant should be offering that many items because many of them are not going to be getting ordered very often. It's sitting in the freezer. It's old. It's nasty. Like there should be a 1-page menu for restaurants in order for it to be fresh and good.
It is so funny. She just said that because I just went on a lunch meeting with somebody the other day. And do you want to know how many menus they gave us?
Yeah. And if there's things on there, like
they gave us 5 menus.
Yeah. So nobody can do that many things well in a restaurant. And they always say, like, if you're going to a restaurant and any of the famous chefs, Gordon Ramsay, whatever, like you watch a lot of their shows and they're just like, you have to pare it down. You have to pare it down. You can't be doing all of these things. It's the same thing in business. when you're trying to offer all these options and things, and this is what I do, and it can be really hard because we want to say yes to people and we want to be all of the things to people. We don't want to see money pass us by.
Yeah.
And I've seen that even like as a speaker, I have 3 main topics that I speak on. And it's hard because sometimes if someone comes and they're like, we're looking for a speaker. What are your topics? And I tell them and they're like, yeah, it's not what we're looking for. It's like, well, I can do that too. I can speak about cowboy rodeos and balloon animals. Like, well, no, because it's not going to be very good. So just like, I'm not your person.
But it's also, it just popped in my head, like a lot of what we end up like it's our real world experiences, like what you go and speak on. You don't have, I mean, you've been to rodeos and maybe you know some balloon artists and stuff like that.
I can connect you with
But
one.
you don't have that personal experience, which is why you have your 3 topics. You're either for your AI and networking. Like those are your real world experiences that you have been through, you have perfected.
Yes.
Each one of those items. So it's like, but as I was saying I'm kind of bringing it back to the stupid thing that I was trying to say before, which like, I haven't perfected using this certain platform before, but I'm going to help out and I think it's more just because I was like, I really want to help you. But should I have? Like, should I have?
Okay, but there's a difference between saying you have a client, like let's say it's me, I'm your client, and I want something and you're like, okay, I'll go and figure this out so we can make it work for you. Versus saying, hey, on my menu of offerings and services I provide, I'm an expert at this or I can help you with this. That's the difference. The difference is you're trying to provide value for me and you're like, you know what, Paula, I think this might be a better option for what you're wanting to do. Let me go do some research and figure this out so we can make this work for you. Versus saying, come see me. I can
You do everything and anything.
Okay. I want to end with this because this does tie in. Because, you know, if you were to start going around going, I am now an expert in this software, in this application, and come see me and I can help you. No, you're not. Yet.
Not right now.
Okay. So I'm realizing lately, and maybe this will be a whole separate episode one day, that if people say things with authority, they can sell anything. And I'm realizing more and more as I'm scrolling, right? Like doom scrolling. Some days I've been scrolling a lot lately. And as I'm scrolling and I'm like, okay, so this is just going to be a very basic example.
Okay, I'm going to say this too. Don't go too far in this because I do want this to be our next episode because I have a lot to say on this.
Okay, TBD. But this is like, if your first video was like, eggs are the best thing you could ever eat. Let me tell you, if you eat 2 eggs a day, you will live forever. I'm living proof. Look at me. Okay, great. Next video. If you eat more than 1 egg a month, you're going to die. And it's going to be, and the next episode, or the next video will be like, studies have shown that eggs can improve brain power, and all of a sudden, and who knows? Like, it kind of goes back to one of our original being an expert episodes and what makes an expert. And now I'm watching these going, I bet you any money. So I kind of want to do an experiment because I'm like, I want to just start making videos where I'm saying stuff and I'm going to say it with such authority.
And it just have videos going out about it and see which ones get the most likes on it.
And if I just kind of say, this is, you know, because if you say it, you can say it with authority and confidence. And this is what I have found. And this is proof. Like, that's why people are buying all kinds of crap. Because if I sit there and go, buy these eggs, my eggs are known to just solve all of these problems. And since nobody researches,
I'm going to use the specific tights that have been going viral around from Fleece Lane that I bought and haven't even put on yet. I bought 2 pair based off an ad because I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to start wearing not short dress, like knee length dress, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hoochie mama dress.
I was gonna say something, but I'm not going to.
This is why I gotta watch all the way through, folks.
But like, I would love to wear dresses with my winter boots in the winter, but like, it's cold. It's in the Midwest, like it's cold.
Burritos.
But these fleece. So I was like, oh, let me look at this more. And then you see all these videos of like all these plus size gals that are like wearing the tights, but they're like shoving like tumblers in there and like, look at how big they get. They stretch. So I was like, oh yeah, this is my pair. So then I order them, and what happens the first pair I put on? Like, it's just like quality. So I'm saying, like, if you have somebody that is with authority telling you, like, this is the best legging ever, like, you can put tumblers in there and, like, they stretch really far. And then I get a pair and it just ripped.
And this is just it. Like, what can we believe? What is true? I've been watching a lot of videos on curl products. And they're like, you might have Irish curls if your hair normally dries frizzy or whatnot. And now everything that's coming up on my For You page is about these curling products, curl stuff that you put in your hair. And there's 2 or 3 that keep popping up, and I want to buy them and try them. But I keep,
Brands are, I'm curious.
yeah, one's like this curly something. Like there's
Girl?
yeah, me. I'll have to show you.
Bounce curl?
Okay, I had no idea. I've just saving them to my cart.
Okay, I went naturally curly for like 2 years because I have natural curls.
Yeah.
But I don't wear it that way.
Well, that's what I wanted to see because I'm watching all these ads.
And I went through the whole, I'm trying 15 different.
Okay, well, that's just it. And I watch these videos and they say things with authority and they look great. And you can't really tell where it's been edited, or maybe they just went and they're just like, look, I'm spraying this thing in. And the next picture is, look at my beautiful curls. It's like, wait a minute. It's just so hard now, the way things are marketed and advertised and everything, going, what's real, what's sincere, what's authentic, what's true. And so I'm just realizing, like, anybody that gets on there that's a good salesperson, a good talker,
it's really just being a good salesperson and like psychologically just being aware of, you know, who you're actually talking to. And it kind of goes about, like, if you think about door knockers, like, you know, the roofers, the trades industries, like they go around, like, it's going door to door. Well, they have to be psychologists basically to figure out like how to, you can't just go up and be like, hey, I got this nice new roof that I can give you. Like nobody's going to.
okay, did even that, Tara, like if I came to your house and you knew nothing about roofs and I was just like, hey, walk around, I work for Paul's roofing company and I noticed your roof is showing signs of wear. I see this and this. It's not like you're like, really? Because you don't know. And the person coming to your door is saying, I'm an expert, I'm in the industry, I see problems with your roof. So either you're going to say, you're a swindler, get out of here, or you're going to go, oh, you're an expert, well, can you help me with my roof? Right? Like,
Yeah.
you're going to respond one of 2 ways.
I think it's one of 2 ways, and it just depends. But it all depends on how you are portraying yourself to that person too. Because like, I've had people come to my door before, and it was like, boyfriend, girlfriend team, husband, I don't know who it was. Never heard of the company before. And like, I'm pretty rooted down in this area pretty well, so I know the companies and I know. So like, I've never heard of this company before, and it was just like, they're like, oh, Jimmy down there, you know, he had I'm like, who the heck's Jimmy? Like, I don't know who Jimmy is, but they try and immerse themselves like, I don't know. It was they caught me at the worst time. So it was just like,
What about your no soliciting signs?
yeah, I have like 10 no soliciting signs on
Really?
door, and they still, yeah. And then I don't know.
I think this can be a topic for another episode because this really, it's like, how do people market themselves and how do you get your name out there and how do you build trust and how do you, okay, I'll end with this for reals. This not realsies this time. So Matt and I, my husband, have been having conversations about Google reviews because I've been getting some really, really good Google reviews lately. Which, side note, off the rails tracks. I told Matt, I said, I kind of want to print them all out. And so that every day when I get up in the morning, read one of my reviews to just almost like every day to just remind myself,
It's like a morning.
like a way to go, like a pat on the back, like a awesome thing, like a mantra in a way, or like affirmations.
That's
And just read one every day. And so Matt's realizing as I'm getting these reviews that I read them, I'm just like, wow, this is really a big deal. And so he's been saying, I realize now watching you, Paula, and how important these reviews are for you and your business and getting found. He's like, I'm becoming more cognizant now of leaving reviews for people. because he's like, I'm seeing firsthand how it's impacting your business and just you as a business owner. So he's like, I'm taking them a lot more seriously now, which is a good thing.
So ironic that you just said that because we've had this conversation before and you brought Matt into that conversation too, that you were talking to him about like, oh, when you're scrolling, like how often are you actually liking the videos that you liked? And Matt said that he didn't, you and I had this conversation, like I never do, like I watch it, I laugh, and then I move on. If I think it's really funny, I'll send it to my husband. So it's like, it's that, but I have been a lot more intentional with my likes these past just couple weeks. I don't want to say it's a resolution because it's really not. But I'm like, even though engagement like that is not really meaning anything for like reach, because people are still seeing it. I think it was a Gary Vee thing that, you know, you're still, even if they don't like it, like people are still seeing you.
Yep.
But it was just like having that more intentional, like let people also know like, hey, you do have people out here that are appreciating it. Even it might not be everybody, but I just wanted to like, it was just like a little side thing that I just wanted to give a little, so like showing some love. It's showing some love, and I'm just doing that a little bit more intentionally across like my, I guess my reels. I'm not even doing it. I don't know. Anyways, it was just we just talk about that all the time. Barely on this.
My operations. I sleep with my operations manager.
And with that, no. I think we're at time. So thanks for joining us today on Vans, the shoe. And again, if you want to sponsor
Vans, if you want to sponsor and send us some shoes, we'll wear them.
I would totally wear your shoes.
I love Vans, actually.
I used to wear them all the time. So I'm all game for that. But if you would like to sponsor, you can go to royallyunhinged.com. Down at the bottom, you can fill out the contact form. You can shoot us a text. You can send us an email.
A homing pigeon on an owl from Hogwarts.
Maybe
a self-addressed stamped envelope.
Maybe a paper airplane too. I don't know. But we would love to sponsor you to talk about your business, and we're so excited. We already have quite a few people for the expo coming up that we will be able to interview. So if you are interested in also that, please let us know and we will get you on camera. It's okay. If you're not a camera person, if you're like, I don't want to,
we'll put you in a disguise.
We could totally, and we could like have a silhouette of you and like change your voice. Incognito.
Which wouldn't be good advertising for your business. So just let us.
It really wouldn't. But if you're interested, and then keep an eye out for that merch store. Because we're really excited. And hopefully next time
we'll be learning merch.
The time after, I think.
You'll see new merch.
New merch and like what you can actually go and purchase. And it's gonna be pretty sweet.
I'm so excited.
I'm so pumped right now. So thanks for joining us today. I am Tara B, one of your co-hosts, with my other co-host,
Princess B.
And together we forever
royally unhinged. And if you've watched all the way to the end, you know every episode we eyed Dumbledore somewhere on set. And today he is hiding over there on the side. If you found him, Cindy, let us know.
I know editing is gonna be cutting him out a little bit. So here you're gonna see like his nose.
Yeah.
But he's there.
Thanks for watching, friends. Adios.
Bye.